Hello guys and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3. Last time we took out half the undead settlement and we killed the cursed rotted Greatwood. One of my least favourite bosses in the game. Just very quickly, I'm going to change my sound settings. I'm going to turn the music down a bit because that was really loud in my ear. It's been loud the last few episodes, so it's probably been difficult to hear my dialogue. For that I apologise. I'm going to quickly fix that now by adjusting accordingly. Anyway, in this episode we're going to clear up the undead settlement. We're not going to quite pick up everything because I don't really need everything. But we're going to get 2 more NPCs. We're going to finish the area. And then we'll probably make a start on the next area. So, first matter of business is that transposing kiln that we picked up from the Greatwood. Should be right at key items. Make soul transposition possible. Give to Ludlow, Lord of Cinder, to conduct soul transposition. This kiln can transpose twisted souls to create special items with their concentrated essence, deemed forbidden by those unable to make proper use of it. But Ludlow can make proper use of it, so we should give it to him.
Fret not, my feet are here firmly planted, for I am a lord, and this is my throne.
What feet? You don't have any. Anyway, give him the kiln.
Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul.
Now,
transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferreth to thee. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them. What's to fear in a little transposition now?
So, let's begin the transpositioning process. Because we only have 2 boss souls, there's only actually 3 things that we can use. There's only 4 things, rather, I can't count, that we can get. First off, using the soul of the Greatwood, we can get one of 2 different weapons. The Hollow Slayer's Greatsword, which is an okay weapon for the undead settlement and a good chunk of the game actually, because this thing does more damage to hollows. I'm personally not going to use it. Same for the other weapon you can get, which is Aster's Spear. It's a poison spear is the gimmick on this one. It's poisoned and it can you can poison people with it. Defeating the foes restores you HP, so it's a little bit like the Ring of the Evil Eye. I don't really care for either of these weapons, so we're not using it. I'm just going to crunch Greatwood Soul. From Vort's Soul, we can get Vort's Great Hammer, which I'm most certainly not using, because, Jesus, look at that strength needed, and I'm using Dex. So, yeah, that ain't getting used, unfortunately. However, though, it is a really cool strength weapon. It's one of only a few that can inflict frostbite, naturally, mind you. I wouldn't mind using it one time, maybe. If I go for like a full strength build, maybe I might use it. But right now, nah. What we're more interested in is the other thing you can get from Vort's Soul, the Pontiff's Left Eye Ring. Recovers HP with successive attacks. It makes it really good if you're just going to spam R1 and L1. Bewitched ring that Pontiff Sullivan bestowed upon his knights. Recovers HP with successive attacks. Knights who peer into the black orb are lured into battles of death, transformed into frenzied beasts. No wonder the Pontiff only provides these rings to those dispatched to foreign lands. We'll transpose the Pontiff's left eye for just Vort's Soul. Some of them require a soul cost, some of them don't. It depends on the item.
Now, do not be away over long.
And we are going to equip that ring immediately, and don't need bleed res. I will equip Blue Tear Stone because it won't hurt, and we'll pick up the Pontiff's ring as well. Next manner of business is soul crunching again. God, this is such a slow process, I apologise. And including the Great Wood Soul, because we don't have any interest in any of the items it gives you. Get 3,000 souls. Let's level up with the Firekeeper while I'm next to her. So, how many levels do I get? 4. Yeah, let's put them all into luck.
Farewell, me.
And do I have a free level up from Yol? I don't think so, because I haven't died recently. No. Well, I can go over the items he sells you now. So, Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow, Soul Greatsword, Magic Weapon, Magic Shield. That's it. No much point to even bothering with him. Now, does Grey Rat have anything? Yeah, here we go.
Heavens, she was already dead.
Get the curl up gesture.
Heavens, she was already dead.
Okay, we'll just leave him to mourn. Anyway, let's move on. We've still got quite a few things that we want. Oh, before I forget, let's burn the undead bone shard we picked up last episode. That will make our Estus stronger, so we can heal more with it. So, let's move back to the undead settlement bonfire, because there is a covenant to pick up. And then we can finally progress further forward rather than going back on myself. Here we go. Anyway, back through undead settlement we go. Now, hopefully we will get to the start of the next area. Now, I know I barely talked about the Great Wood last episode, even though we were fighting it, but that was primarily so that I could concentrate on killing it, because I hate fighting it. It's definitely my least favourite boss to fight. You see, now you're attacking me. I don't get that, what happened last time I was with him. Anyway. But the Great Wood itself is just uninteresting to me, so it's why I barely talked about it when we were fighting it. I usually have a lot to say about bosses, but the Great Wood is an exception. I've got nothing really to say about it. It's just a tree with cursed ball sacks, you know. It's just not interesting to me. I know that's disgusting, but like, there's just nothing interesting about him. That's just like, oh god, hello. You know, I mean, Vort is like an outrider knight, so he's got like some lore behind him. Udix Gundir's got some really cool and interesting lore, but like, I can't say the same for I can't really say the same for anyway, these little cage hollows are just a bit annoying. There's nothing much to them, really. Get the large soul of a deserted corpse, but the more important thing is what's down here. First off, we've got the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant, which is the main thing we came here for. Secondly, Estus Soup. It acts like a free Estus that you can drink, so you don't have to waste your own. It does make me more curious about what's actually in Estus that you can make soup. Anyway. Next order of business is at the cliff underside part of the undead settlement. So I'm just going to mostly run through back to that area. There's no point in me fighting the enemies again and again and again and again. So we're just going to run through this area. I've got nothing to say really about most of this area, other than that I love how you can like get out of my way. Fuck off. Yeah, I do like how half the enemies here have, like, no fucking poise, so you can just, like, trip them up by rolling into them. Anyway. Then again, nobody has any poise in this game because they turned the fucking stat off. That's partially why I'm not using heavy armor in this playthrough. Because for lack of a better term, there's no fucking point to having heavy gear. Anyway. So now we're at the bonfire we want to be at. Our first order of business is to go this way, and then up here. So the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant is a covenant that's been in the game since Dark Souls 1. It's a co-op friendly covenant, basically. I'll show off some of these. Like, what I'll probably do is one of my buddies is getting fire fades, and I'll probably use this character as a let's play to show off the thing. More importantly, this is why we came up here.
Aha, unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
Yes.
Most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
And then he just leaves the Firelink Shrine. Some of these things just make no sense. Like, what is up with the cage? Like, why is he locked up? And I wish there was more iteration to it, because Cornix is one of the more underdeveloped NPCs, which is a bit of a shame, because I thought there was going to be a lot to him when I first met him, because he's locked up the first time you see him. You know, characters that are usually locked up, NPCs that are locked up in the Soul series, are usually locked up for a reason. They're either a prisoner, or they've been locked up because, you know, they're actually fucking dangerous. Anyway, so our next step is towards that little church thing where I dropped off in the last episode thinking I could get there early, which I couldn't because I died. We're gonna mostly run through this area, so... And this does allow me to show off something pretty cool, not gonna lie. If you quit out of the game when you're opening doors, 1, it skips the cutscene, and 2, quitting out of the game resets all of the enemy placements. By doing this, I'm actually able to avoid any kind of evil confrontation I was going to be triggered with. Speedrunners will use this all the time to save time. I'm not a speedrunner, but I was doing that for the sake of ease. Anyway, let's get back in with an open door and the enemies halfway behind us. There is an NPC over there, but we're not going to bother with him at the moment. I will show off how to get it, but I'm not too fussed about that particular character and their companion's quest line enough to bother getting it now. So as you can see, all the enemies are behind you. There's the guy, and the door's open. So, let's go. Oh, the lift's gone. That's tragic. Onion Knight! Yeah, this is basically everyone's first reaction upon seeing this character. If you played Dark Souls 1, everyone loved Siegmeyer. Seeing another Onion Knight felt really cool.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegwart of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. this lift only goes down, you see, and... well, that doesn't get me anywhere. This lift only goes down. But you know, with a little warming up, eventually... No. I've got to use my head and think.
I love Siegfried. I love how he's not like Siegmeyer and that he just tries brute force and nothing else. I love how it's so cute trying to watch him figure out how to do things logically as well. I love Siegfried. At the start of episode 1, I mentioned there was only going to be one character that I was going to use their whole quest line. Do their whole quest line rather, not use. If you hadn't guessed, yes, it's Siegfried. And fuck this enemy here. This is a Boreal Outrider Knight. And I do not want to fuck with you right now. I mean, I'm gonna fuck with you, but like, I want to open this door to the next area, so at least I've got a safe zone. Fucking don't. He's stalking me, I can tell. Oh, hello. Welcome to the Road of Sacrifices. This is the next area of the game. We will cover this bit in a bit, but first off, I wanted that bonfire, because we're gonna tackle with fucking Irafil dude now. This is easily one of the toughest early game enemies ever. He can inflict you a frostbite, which is a nasty thing to get hit with. He's got really fast combos, so he can very effortlessly kill you. Oh well, we took him out, and that's all that matters. And with that, we get the Irafil Straight Sword, a decent early game weapon. It's, again, another weapon that can inflict frostbite. Thankfully, the Irafil Boreal Knights do not respawn, so... Oh, that was nice. I'm glad I didn't die instantly doing that, because I was worried I was going to. And more importantly, we needed to reset the areas here, because it's time to do a thing. And that thing is interesting. Where is the lift lever? There it is. Couldn't find it for a second there. Looking at my time, I might not be able to completely start the Road of Sacrifices, but I might be able to try and do some more. But hopefully Siegfried will not be waiting for me at the top here when I get to Undead Settlement. Hopefully he's moved on. Has he? Yes, he has. It's time to progress with Siegfried's quest line. How do you do it? Simple. You lower this lift down. That's it. Because, well, as it turns out, there are 2 lifts. Nice little logic puzzle there, but more importantly, we need to pay attention to where the drop-off is. I think it's on my side here. It's on the other side. Anyway, you want to drop off when you hear the because it means that Siegfried, our good old onion bro, is right there.
Ah, oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unrootable lift. On some days I begin to doubt myself. I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here.
How?
I'm not exactly sure what happened.
Neither do I.
Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. Now, think twice before you go down that road. I could try talking some sense into him. No, I think not. He's far too overheated. I've got to use my head and think.
Anyone who's played Dark Souls 1 loves this little nod to the first game. It's the reverse of Siegfried's quest, Siegmeyer's questline, rather. In Siegmeyer's quest line near the end of
No! You should have waited!
it,
Well, it's too late now. I, Siegward of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side.
and this is why I love Siegland's quest. Siegbird, Jesus, too many onion bros. too many an onion knight. This is why I love Siegward's quest line. You get to fight fucking demons. Like I said, it was a reverse of the Siegmeyer questline, and I'll go over that in a bit once we finish talking with our favourite onion bro. I love you.
That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make.
Get Siegbrow.
Your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
Long may the sun shine. And we get the toast gesture, which I'm immediately equipping. Wrong button. That did not go the way it was meant to. It's because I pressed circle and not what I probably should have used, which is X. There we go.
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
And he just falls asleep. And he'll just sleep like that forever now. That's the quest line as far in as we can do it at the moment. Next time we meet him, we'll be at the cathedral, I believe. I'm trying to remember his quest. No, what am I saying? I can remember his quest line. His is one of the most memorable. I absolutely love Siegfried. So yeah, at the end of Dark Souls 1, Siegmeyer's quest line was all about you helping him. You like assisted him at every step of the way. I'm sorry, my TV has got this weird thing at the moment where the HDMI keeps disconnecting. It's because my HDMI rotor, my HDMI switch the switcher on it is getting bizarre, so I had to stop there or else I was walking around in complete darkness. Anyway, in Dark Souls 1, you basically helped out Siegmeyer everywhere. You helped him open up Sen's Fortress, you helped him get out of Sen's Fortress, you helped him get out of Anor Londo, you literally helped him everywhere. And he gets it, he feels like he's indebted to you the entire game. Which he is, you know, but like he's honor bound to fulfill that debt. So at the end of the quest line, you last meet him in Izalith. He basically says, okay, I'll make a distraction so that I can save your life and get you out of there. You can choose to leave him there and he'll die, or you can choose to help him out and he will, and he'll be indebted to you again, which forces him to go hollow. And the next time we meet him, he's dead, killed by his daughter, who had to put him down because he went mad. The way that he saved or made a distraction for you. I'm gonna do everything here. I'm ignoring what's in that chest because opening it up is a trap. I'm also going to ignore these evangelists because 2 of them in one room is a trap. Oh, what? He's hit. Okay, that hitbox goes through the wall. That is not particularly fair. Anyway. Flynn's ring, which is a nice ring. I think it started out in Dark Souls 2, if I remember right. It basically makes it so the less equipment you wear, the more damage that you do. Jump down here, and then jump down here, and we enter a secret area of the area. Secret area of the area. I talk pretty good English. pretty good English. Anyway, you want to go through here, and then you're basically dodge rolling down to the bottom, just like in Dark Souls 2, which is really fitting because what you find here is basically Dark Souls 2 cosplays. Anyway, you get the Chloranthry ring, or the Chloranthry ring, however you pronounce it, which I'm definitely equipping. It's one of the best rings in the game. And the mirror set. So yeah, this is Lucatiel's set from Dark Souls 1. Anyway. And that's Undead Settlement pretty much cleared out. We didn't pick up everything, admittedly. There's a few items that we haven't picked up just because I'm neglecting to pick them up. You can make this drop, by the way. You're not going to die if you do it. Which is really helpful to know. There are several things I haven't picked up, but that's because I don't plan to use them, or I just don't have a use for them. Anyway. Just going to travel back to Firelink, because we've done everything we need to here. There's just a couple of NPCs we haven't picked up, but that's because I don't really plan to use them. And there's like a few items, like there's a halberd, some talismans that I haven't picked up. But that's because I'm not planning to use them, so it's not urgent for me to pick them up. Anyway, crunch that soul there. Hopefully we can level up at the Firekeeper again. That would be nice. Yes, I can. I get 2 levels. That's nice. Again, they're going to go to luck. I'm going to start... I will level up Endurance once I get 20 luck. And then luck will probably stay there for a long time. Anyway. I've only got 3 minutes, so let's do the first half of Road of Sacrifices. Let's get to the halfway fortress. But yeah, no, I do love the Siegmeyer. I did it again. I do love Sieglin. Fuck! Going through all the wrong Onion Bros. Or Onion Bro and Onion Sis, I suppose, because Sieglin's female. Whatever. That's why I love Siegfried's questline, though. It's just so epic. It reminds me of Dark Souls 1, is why I like it. I mean, a lot of this game reminds me of Dark Souls 1, but... Ow, 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 ow! I thought you were still transforming. Yeah, Road of Sacrifices is pretty long, but technically the Road of Sacrifices is just this tiny part here. Once you get to Halfway Fortress and you enter the next half, you're technically in a different area. But they don't call it a different area. It's still Road of Sacrifices. So, yeah, it's really weird like that. We get a Shriving Stone, which you can use on your weapons. It's a... If you use it on any weapon that's been infused, it will reset it back to its original set. Oh, did we just get the Corvian Great Scythe there? What did I just get from it? Oh, no, we got the Great Knife. Oh, I thought we got the Great Scythe there. I was like, damn. Because that's a slightly rare drop for it. Oh, yeah, no, the ones with the scythes drop the scythes. Yeah, that sounded like a really stupid retard thing to say there. Oh, yeah, the ones with the scythe drop the scythe. Yeah, these guys here will drop them. Anyway, here is one of you annoying fuckers. You're gonna spray poison everywhere. Just gonna knock you off the cliff and be done with you. Now there's some... Oh god. I didn't want to trigger that NPC, but I don't seem to have a choice in the matter now. This is a sort of a... Oh, fuck, he sharpened it. She, rather. I think it's a she anyway. This is a reference to Maneater Mildred, I believe, from the first Dark Souls. Fuck. Okay, we did it. I was a bit worried because it's admittedly pretty tough. Anyway, for getting it, you get the Butcher's Knife, which is a very big, very cool weapon. It's got like a unique effect where just hitting enemies with it will heal you. Get the Brigand set. And then over here is a Twin Daggers, yes. Some pretty shit weapons, honestly. They're dual-wielded, but they're not that interesting. Anyway, let's continue further on the road. I might just run through and then reset the enemies by quitting out, because... Not that this half is difficult, it isn't, but I don't like dealing with the Corvian enemies. They're an irritant, that's what they are. Oh, nice, got a free Estus. Might as well use it. Anyway. Yeah, no, there's just... This part is so fucking insignificant that I might as well just show it. Anyway, I'm gonna let them come to me. One at a time, anyway. Anyway, you can see the little regeneration I'm getting from the Vort's eye ring, or Pontiff's left eye ring. It's very powerful on weapons like this, where I can chain together loads of hits really easily. Anyway, he'll just fall and die, which is cool. And with that, that is the entire thing cleared out, apart from a miracle tome, but I'm not interested in it, so I'm not going to bother. Anyway, this will be a good point to end the episode once I finish talking with the NPCs here. This is the Halfway Fortress bonfire, and this is Henri and Horace.
Oh, I am Henri of Astora, unkindled like you. This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion. Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the undead legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way.
And we get the Blue Sentinel Covenant now.
Oh yes, Horace. He's not very talkative. But don't think ill of him. He's an upstanding, kind-hearted knight, a fine partner for this grueling journey. Without his help, I would have cursed this onerous duty long ago. We are well along the road of sacrifice. Beyond the flooded wood, we may go our separate. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need.
Oh, that looked like a repeat. Shit.
May the flames guide your...
Okay, it pretty much was a repeat. Whatever. Anyway, Henri and Horace have their own little quest line, and that's going to be fun to fill out, because I plan in this Let's Play to show off all 4 endings to the story. Yes, there are 4 fucking endings. It is ridiculous. Even Bloodborne doesn't have that many. And it's important that we do her quest line as well. So that's at least 2 that we're filling out the quest line for. 3, because I want to do Grey Rats as well. So, thank you guys for watching. Next time on Let's Play Dark Souls 3 The Fire Fades, we're going to head through the crucifixion... Fuck. Sorry, sound went off in my ear there. Next time on Let's Play Dark Souls 3 The Fire Fades, we're going to leave the Halfway Fortress bonfire and we're going to go through the Crucifixion Woods, which is still the Road of Sacrifices, but it's technically a new part, so I'm going to just call it the Crucifixion Woods. So, see you guys then. Take care.